So I'm running MoDaCo's MCR R1 ROM, and I also did the stall fix that Paul O'Brien from MoDaCo also came up with. But let me talk to you a little bit about how the phone comes out of the box. And there's a couple of small issues with the phone when it comes out of the box. And the first and foremost is your carrier, just pretty much the software that your carrier puts on the phone. I got my phone from a carrier from Singapore called Singtel, and their bloatware just made the phone unbearable. Everything was you could see the animations were choppy, nothing even close to what you're seeing right now. So the first thing I did is I flashed the newest firmware from Samsung, and that's an international firmware pretty much. I actually flashed the European version on my Asian because this phone is from Asia. It's like, so for those of you wondering if you can flash the European firmwares on the Asian Galaxy S, yes you can. It works no problem. The second issue I had was that the Market app was very laggy, very laggy. You would go into the Market app and just scrolling or loading, everything was very unresponsive. So I went and researched a little bit, and I found out that Paul O'Brien at MoDaCo, he came up with a simple method to reduce the lag, and that was moving the Market application from the internal storage, from the internal SD card to the internal NAND. So what that means is that the phone has an internal SD card which is 16 gigabytes in this particular one, and it has an internal ROM, internal fast flash memory, like all the other phones do. The thing is, this phone takes 1.8 gigabytes of the internal SD card and uses them for apps. But that memory is sort of not fast enough for some of the applications like the Android market. So what Paul did, and he called it the stall fix, once you root the phone, you can move the apps from that SD card to the faster flash memory for NAND memory, and that makes the phone a lot more responsive and a lot faster, and it's particularly apparent in the Market app. The third issue I had with the phone was had to do with the GPS. It wasn't locking. It was the closest I could get was 100 meter radius precision of where I was, and it was very stressful, and I thought it was a hardware problem. But once I flashed the newer firmware, the problem went away. So those of you having that problem, first thing to try is just flash the new firmware, and if it doesn't go away, just go into the Market app, into the Maps application, and make sure you see the satellite up there. And if you do see the satellite, then odds are your GPS is working fine. Now I get up to 5 meter precision, so I've had no problem whatsoever. I used it as a navigator the other day, and it worked perfectly. Other than that, the phone is great. Once you get rid of those problems, there's really nothing wrong with the phone. Everything is really responsive. You really enjoy it, especially if you've played around with other Android phones. it's definitely the best Android experience I've had so far. And this is the first ROM, guys, so we have great things to look forward to. If you're interested in this phone, or if you have any questions, just post me or send me a message, and I'll try to help you out. But so far, I'm very impressed with the phone. Samsung did a great job. I didn't even mention the screen, which is just fantastic. The colors are beautiful, and TouchWiz is pretty nice, actually. Some people hate it, but I think it's great. I really like the side scrolling. I think it works very well. And if you want, you can do a list view. If you want more of an alphabetical order thing, it works great. And I'm also using Quick Desk, for those of you wondering if it works with TouchWiz, and it works just fine. It works. You can use it very well. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'll probably make another video and talk a little bit more about, or maybe make a tutorial about how to root the phone and how to set everything up so that you can get it to work like this. But yeah, the phone is great. And if some of you guys are thinking about getting this phone, pretty sure you won't regret it. It's the best Android phone I've used so far. So yeah, alright, if you liked the video, just hit like, and if you have any questions, message me. Alright, thank you.